What did you make of Richard Jefferson's Twitter igniting statement that Giannis is more of a Pippen than a Jordan, meaning he's not the, GOAT type player who can take a team on his shoulders himself, the alpha male, and that he's more of a, I guess, Robin, not the Batman. What do you think?
Well, I disagree with Richard on this. There are certain players you learn that about during their careers. Like I remember coming to that conclusion about Chris Bosh. As great of a player as he was in Toronto, it was clear that he was probably not going to have a great career if he was the best player on the team. He needed to go somewhere where he wasn't the best. I think Giannis can win you games with his play because he is an ace defensive player and he's a beast offensive player. I think what Richard is saying is that I think a better way to say it is that he is not a complete player yet. He has to develop his game a little bit. He has to learn some change-ups because right now, when the pressure gets on, he only knows one thing to do. He grabs the ball, puts his head down, and barrels to the hoop. And everybody in the league knows it, and so they get in his way and try to take charges. It's again, not unlike LeBron. LeBron would play ISO basketball and be afraid to pass to his teammates back in 2008-9. So, I know that they're not the same player, but I would say to you, if you want to say that Giannis is not a complete player now, then you should probably go back to 2009, take LeBron's MVP award, and say he wasn't a complete player because he wasn't. The LeBron in 2012 that won the title was holding the trophy for the first time was not the LeBron of 2009, and Giannis is 25. So I would just say to Richard, let's have this conversation in 3 years.
What team is Giannis on in 3 years?
This is going to be so fascinating, Rich, because the Supermax was designed from the ground up for this exact moment. The same situation Kevin Durant was in, which is why they created the Supermax. 7-year player in a small market. Pay him more money than he can possibly imagine. Make it so heavily weighted on the financial cost of leaving that the player feels financial obligation to stay. If Giannis signs it, the system would have worked by the owner's standards. If he doesn't sign it, you might as well take the system and throw it in Lake Michigan. You will just take it out of the CBA. Just take it right out because it's not working. And to talk to people in Milwaukee, they think it's lunacy. They say, no, everything that this guy is doing, he says where he's staying, this is not his personality. He is aligned with Coach Budenholzer. He is building his dream home. This is not who he is. He is not like LeBron. He is not like Durant. He is a different guy who grew up as became an American basically in Milwaukee. This is his American hometown. They can go on and scold you all along the way. And I would just say that could be true. And the rules are in effect, but I would find it hard pressed for any player or any agent or any, non-objective third party, forget the Bucks fans, to look at this situation and say, Giannis, now is when you want to sign, when you can get the same contract in a year and have more flexibility. So we're going to learn a lot about Giannis, about the CBA system, and about the future of the NBA when that contract is offered to him, whenever the offseason is deemed to start, whether it's October, November, whatever.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.